Guys, what's up? Welcome back to Brilliant Diamond. I just got out of bed. It is currently 3:30 in the morning because I was trying to get up earlier, but we got to get something done fast. So this first part's going to be getting this part right here done, and then I'll cut into later on in the day. But yeah, we got to do this before 4 a.m. and it's, like I said, it's 3:30 a.m. We're going the wrong way. Why are we going the wrong way? I don't know where we're going. Move, everybody. Alright, you turn a forest. So go to turn the city and then turn left. This tree looks like it could be cut down. Yes, but that's not who I'm talking to right now. Thank you. Hiya, were you intrigued by the rumors going around too? You know, people have been talking about the ghost Pokemon of the old chateau. I've been hearing rumors about sinister shadows, too. I should check it out myself, but going there is, well, you know, being that I'm a gym leader, I'm always busy. So since I'm so busy, I can't go in. It's not because I'm scared. So, good luck with your investigation. As far as I know, I think the only Pokemon that are inside the old chateau is going to be Ghastly. So, I am going to fucking Super Repel. Okay. There's a freaking item over there. Alright, let me go this room first. Antidote. These trash cans actually have stuff in them. It's cool. I'm not trying to run into a lot of wild Pokemon right this second. Because I still gotta do this on the other account. Meaning I have like 15 minutes to do it on this account. Damn it. Move. I'm going in this order because I'm going to do the Rotom last. Got the Ode Gateau. Nice. Alright, I'm going to run all the way down the right hallway. Is that the only one we had? No, we have some Max Repels. EM90 Substitute. That one I think you can buy at the store. Ooh. That's spooky painting. There's a TV. Skip that room. A dread plate. Text is engraved on the back of obtained plate. 2 make matter and 3 make spirit, shaping the world. Save the game. Inside the TV, there appears to be a Pokemon. The Pokemon looks like it could come out. Would you like to thump the TV? Yes. You thumped the TV set. Everyone thought this was a legendary because of how this worked when it was released, but we know now it's a common Pokemon. Counter Wild Rotom. Alright, he's level 15. I'm going to Quick Ball. Rotom could look good in a Quick Ball, right? Sweet. Now, you can't come back here on other nights. There's only one Rotom per game. What sucks? So if you want like 6 of them, you have to breed. You can only breed it with a Ditto. I'm not gonna give him a nickname. I'm gonna send him to the box. Oh, something is on the ground. You obtain the secret key. Put secret key in secret bags. TV has oddly malevolent feel as if it's staring. Yep. That's what it says if you come here during the day too. Now we're going to run out of this place. Alright, I'm gonna cut here, and then when I come back later on, I'll show you what the secret key unlocks. Alright, we're back. It is now 8:18 a.m., so it's been a few hours. I did catch the Rotom and everything. Repel wore off. No, we're probably fine. We might as well go this way to Eterna City. Oh, and one thing I don't like about this game is when you add more Pokemon to your team, so it prioritizes box 1. So even if you're on like box 3 and you catch a wild Pokemon, it won't go to box 3. It goes to the emptiest space in box 1, which is why I separate all these duplicates over here. Duplicates as in like, I have them already. Alright, so we got a Rotom. That's our Mesprit. The Mesprit took forever for some reason. Mesprit took, I think it was 12 encounters with 12 quick balls. Also, an easy way to do it is you grab a Bronzong and you teach it block, but you need a heart scale. But 12 quick balls, 46 ultra balls, and 59 timer balls to get Mesprit. Cresselia took 3 ultra balls. Yeah, Cresselia was also full health. Mesprit was in the orange. So, there's that. That's our BD Eevee. And then we got Rotom. You can also get an Umbreon. Umbreon knows a move that can make them not run. However, that means you have to get it to like level 50. Rotom is what we got now. Let's go ahead and add Rotom to our party. We're going to swap Meowskis in for a little bit. Now, we're already in Eterna City, and this is where you need to go. Yep, and then you got to go to the Galactic HQ building. So that's going to be this building up here. So we're going to go ahead and cut. Now, this is when we got the secret key for catching Rotom. Remember, Rotom is a night-only encounter. You got to keep that in mind. You come over here, and to this back wall, where there's no bookcase, you click the button, you use the secret key. It's the entrance to a secret room. Alright, cool. We walk in here, and you can see the forms. So there's an oven, a fan, a fridge, a washing machine, and a lawnmower. So this is how you get Rotom Heat, Rotom Air, whatever, Rotom Frost, Rotom Wash, and Rotom Mow. You just gotta come over here to one of these. It's a microwave oven. It's an odd-shaped motor on it. Oh, Rotom appears as if it wants to go into the motor. Will you allow it to enter the motor? Yes. Rotom entered the motor. Rotom is trying to learn Overheat. But Rotom can't learn more than 4 moves. Would you like to forget a move for Overheat? We're going to say no. Rotom came out of the motor. Oh. Okay. I guess we do gotta learn it. Yeah. No, we're just going to get rid of Double Team. You'll know you did it right because it'll disappear. There we go. We obtained the Rotom catalog. Put the Rotom catalog in the key item spot pocket. Microwave oven has been added to the Rotom catalog. Oh, and there's Rowan. Imagine finding you here. You must be eager to fill your Pokedex to be searching even here. What am I doing? I visit a professor I know in Eterna every so often. He tells me intriguing rumors of rare Pokemon sightings and such. A Pokemon that slips in the electric appliances, you say? That is somewhat off from what I've heard about it. This is what I've heard. Long ago, there was a Pokemon that merged with a toy robot. Should that Pokemon be recognized as a new species or not? Debates over the issue were about to start when they were rendered moot. The very topic of discussion, the Pokemon-infused robot, disappeared. Okay, so it is weird that Rowan is here because he walked into a galactic headquarters building and then walked into the secret room. Alright, so we got this. Now what we want to do is... rotary fan. Oh, Rotom appears. Will you allow? Yes. Rotom got in it. Cool. And we're just going to do this with every single one. This is what you want to do, so you don't have to ever come back here. And it's just replacing that one move that we already learned. Okay, now when you get more Rotoms in your party, all you have to do is go to bags, and then you go to your key items, and you'll have the Rotom catalog. So now we can use this item, select on the Rotom, and now we have all of these choices that we can choose from. So if I want to just go refrigerator, now he's Rotom Frost. So you can change it at any time now that we actually learned all of it. Alright, he forgot Leaf Storm, he learned Blizzard. Cool. So now we don't have to come back here, so you're done now. Now if you're wondering, how do you get more Rotoms? Well, there's only one per game that are static encounters. However, you can get more if you get a Ditto, and then you can breed Rotom. Now, to get Ditto, you need the National Dex, and you need to go to the Grand Underground. The easiest way to do it is when you go to your map, go to Celestic Town, and then go underground there. The very center area is a huge gym cavern. Gym cavern is the easiest place to find Ditto. Celestic Town has the biggest gym cavern, so you have the higher chance of getting the Ditto without having to walk in and out multiple times. Once you get that Ditto, you fly over here to Celestian Town, and you leave the Ditto and the Rotom with the daycare. And usually I just get on the bike and I go up and down Celestian Town, and they will come out with the egg. Now, if you did what we did last episode and you go over to Pastoria City, walk right to get to the little island city, I guess the coastal bay town or whatever that doesn't have a Pokemon Center, and you can talk to the game director and he will give you the Oval Charm if you beat him in a battle. The Oval Charm makes it so the eggs appear more often. It doesn't matter if you talk to them and it's like, oh, they don't seem to like each other. That doesn't matter. It just means it's going to take more steps to get an egg, which is you go up and down maybe 6 or 7 times you'll find the egg. Also, if you have a Pokemon with the Flame Body ability, you can add them to your party. You'd have to go catch one in the Grand Underground. Maybe a Camerupt or a Macargo or a Magmar or something like that. And then if you have that in your party with the eggs, they will just hatch sooner. Okay, now, since we got this, we got the Rotom stuff. Also, I found out, so apparently the actual event in Twin Leaf Town, if you go to your house and you go upstairs, you get the Azure Flute if you had 100% every side quest, every Pokedex entry, everything caught Arceus in Pokemon Legends Arceus. However, it seems as if it is a Switch it is console locked. So once you do that with one account, it apparently marks as it is done. It's kind of like the Pokeball Plus, where when you plug in the Pokeball Plus and you transfer the Mew over to a Let's Go or Sword, it'll just say, okay, that Pokemon Plus, whenever you plug it back in, it'll say there is no Mew. Now, that is similar to this. So since I did this on my main profile where I got the Azure Flute in the main room, now, since even if I have the 100% playthrough of Legends Arceus on my Switch, which I do, even with a different account, it marks it as this flute has already been redeemed. So I can no longer get that flute. Now, it doesn't look like it is account based, it looks like it is console based. So I may be able to transfer save data to a different this account save data to another console, load that up, and then get the flute again. I am not entirely sure though. I'm also not sure if you have your same account on 2 Switches, and then you have the 100% PLA save data on both Switches, if you can get 2 flutes. I'm not sure about that, but apparently I can only get the 1 flute because I'd already technically redeemed it, or the game already did the check for Legends Arceus. So I can't get a second one. I don't know exactly how that works. I couldn't find anything online about it, but I did 100% the game multiple times on multiple different accounts, yet only one account on one Switch was able to get the flute. It just doesn't appear on any other save data. So that's fine. If you do get the flute, you go over to bags and you go to your little key items, and you'll have like Azure flute somewhere in this little area. Well, you don't have it. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Now, if you do that, just go to Mount Coronet. As soon as you walk in the thing, it'll say, do you want to use the flute? Click yes. If you click no, you have to walk outside the cave and then walk back in the cave for it to give you the option to play the flute again. Keep that in mind. So if you accidentally hit no the first time, you just have to leave and come back. And it should do it. You do not walk up the stairs. It'll do like a light stairs. Save the game if you want to save it before walking up the stairs. As soon as you get to the top of the stairs, cutscene plays. You will not be able to save the game in front of the legendary like you can almost every other time. So, now that we did that, there are, I believe it's, what is it, 2 more legendaries that we need to get. Let me check my Pokedex. Dialga, okay. So you got Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf, Dialga, Palkia. And then it'll be Regigigas, Garatina. Let's see. I'm going to go to National Dex. Shuribi. That's the easiest way to like do anything. And I'm just going to go to 488. I want to make sure I don't miss anything, right? Okay. So, you got Palkia right here. Okay, Heatran, Regigigas, and then Giratina. Nice. So, we're going to go ahead and do Giratina now. For Giratina, you just got to go over here to a spring path. So, we're going to fly to Velstone. And I'll show you the easiest way to do this cavern as well. Okay, so we come down here. These are if you have Deoxys. You can transfer a Deoxys in, but you can't get a Deoxys. There's no way in the game to get a Deoxys, and as far as I know, they never did the event. The events they did is for Manaphy, Fion, and Darkrai, and Shaman. Okay, we're going to skip this. Luckily, we defeated all of the gym trainers, so we don't have to really deal with any of that. Over here on the right, you go to these trees here. And we're just going to come over here and into this little inlet. Now, you might want to use a repel for the rest of the time. This entire area has wild Pokemon, and once you get into the cave, there will also be wild Pokemon. I can't see half my screen because my mic's in the way. Because Mesprit was annoying and everything got knocked around on my desk. Okay, so we're going to come over here and we're going to rock climb. And when we get to the top of the rock, we're going to remember that we should probably put Mew back into our party instead of Rotom. Right, there's nothing here, but this is like a little overlook. Just run through here, make your way around, and we will see this little climbing area. Now we can go ahead and go up here. You got to bring up your little Pokeradar. And we need to go to our HM area. And we're going to defog. This is just going to help you out in the long run. Can I lock this into place out of my sight? Alright, we hold RB. RB to get that. Pass 3 pillars to the sleeping before 30 is suppressed. Cool. So this means you have to find, it looks like this little area, but there's a pillar on top. We have to pass 3 pillars, and before we get to 30 rooms, we will find Giratina. You can find this as little as 3 rooms, or you can end up going through 30 rooms. It's kind of random. There's no actual way. If anyone is telling you how to do this a certain way, they are lying. Your easiest thing is pick a direction and go that direction. So we're going to go right. Okay, there's a little diamond, and we're going to just keep going right. It's just the easiest way to do it. If at any time I backtrack into that room, it will reset the entire thing. So we're going to go right. Now that does make it easier for when you actually do find the room. So we're going to go over here, dodge that rock, and go to the right. Same thing. We will use repel. There are wild Pokemon in here. There are 3 wild Pokemon in here, and you probably already have them. I think one's like a Bronzor if you didn't have a Bronzor before. We go right if you're having trouble with the wandering Pokemon. Dodge this and go right. I'm going to keep dodging. A lot of sites say there's an actual pattern to this. Ignore them. It's not. They're lying. There's no evidence to back that up. And this is just the fastest way to do it. Alright, here's Pillar 1. So this tells us this is Pillar 1, and we did it in 10 rooms. So in less than 20 more rooms, we will find Giratina. So we're just going to keep going right. Now, you can sit here and you could break the rocks. But remember, when you go into a different room, it resets it, and you'll have to watch the Vivero cutscene every time. So it's just faster not to break the rocks. Here's Pillar number 2. Awesome. Pillar number 2, 13 rooms. We're going to go move. Gonna avoid all of these rocks and still go right. Dodge all these rocks and still go right. We found the 3rd pillar. Yeah, 3 pillar and 16 rooms. The next right is going to be Giratina. Now we're here. There's Giratina. I would stand in front of Giratina. Do not walk backwards or it resets the entire thing. We're going to go ahead and save. We're saving. We save progress. Now we can fight Giratina. With Sean. Alright, Giratina appeared. Now, first off, you always quick ball. Because you never know, right? Nope, okay, it was close. He's doing an Aura Sphere. I'm glad he didn't use a ghost move because that would have done a lot of damage. We're 64. I'm going to Shadow Ball. I don't think we're going to kill because we are under leveled compared to this guy. Yeah, we don't do anything. He's going to Aura Sphere again. That's fine. We have plenty of full restores. We're going to keep Shadow Balling. You can get Origin Form. We will show you Origin Form once we get to the Romanus Park area. We've got one more. Okay, so when it vanishes like this, you cannot throw a Pokeball. So since we cannot throw a Pokeball, what I would do is let's give Mew Moo Moo Milk to waste the turn. Because this is a ghost move, it's going to do a lot of damage to Mew. It might kill, but we'll find out. Nope, doesn't kill, but it's close. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give another Moo Moo Milk to Mew because we're okay with wasting turns. Because wasting turn just means that we are going to be farther ahead when it's time to actually use a Timer Ball. And Timer Balls have a better catch rate than Ultra Balls after turn 11. So now I'm going to go ahead and Shadow Ball again. And this is going to get them in the yellow. Ooh, it got him in the red. Okay, cool. He's going Dragon Claw. That's fine. I am now going to go ahead and full restore. Now that I'm going to full restore Mew. He's going to Dragon Claw again. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to now... I actually like Ultra Balls with Giratina because of the yellow and black. So I'm okay catching Giratina in an Ultra Ball. But I'm just going to start throwing Ultra Balls here. Alright, he vanishes immediately. Now, if you have a Pokemon that's immune to Ghost or anything, you could swap them in, and then it'll have no effect or whatever. I am actually going to X items, and I am going to X Special Defense Mew. Now, this doesn't really... you don't have to do this. I don't use X items. This just makes it so it takes less damage. And I'm okay with that. Oh, it just kills instantly anyway. That kind of sucks. I don't know if it's a physical move or not. I'm going to use the next Pokemon. I'm just going to swap in Nibbler. And then I am going to throw in another Ultra Ball. Two shakes. Oh, okay. Broke out in two. Alright, it's going to heal itself now. But it's still only got to yellow. First time I did this, I was actually at like 1 HP and it had full health. And it plain split into like the red for me. 3 shakes. Oh man, that sucks. Shadow Force. Okay, he vanished. The way I'm going to waste this turn now is I actually want to revive Mew. That's how I'm going to waste my turn. This way, I don't have to throw a ball. Mew is revived, so I don't have to worry about like getting knocked out completely. Alright, Nibbler's still alive. I'm going to Ultra Ball again. I don't actually know what turn we're on. I haven't been paying attention at all. I'm still going to throw more Ultra Balls. Aura Sphere. Okay. He's dead. I'm going to send Mew back in. I'm going to throw another Ultra Ball. I actually would prefer the Ultra Ball catch instead of a Timer Ball. Alright, I will throw one more ball before we heal. Okay, so then I'm going to take a turn to heal then. If this doesn't KO, which it shouldn't. No, we're good. Alright, so now I'm going to go to Bag, and I'm going to go ahead and just full restore. Or I'm going to Max Potion. We don't need to waste full restores. Alright, our HP is restored. He's going to Dragon Claw. I don't know the math on if it's better to buy max potions with like antidotes, burn heals, awakenings, or if it's better just to buy full restores. I know it's better to buy super repels more than max repels because it's cheaper for the amount of steps you take. Alright, I'm going to throw a Timer Ball now. Okay. That's fine. He's gonna Aura Sphere again. We eat that up. I am going to go back to Ultra Balls because I do want to keep him in Ultra Ball. If you want to sit here for a while, you can just keep doing this with trying to get him like a Luxury Ball or a Premier Ball or whatever you want. Now, if you have a Master Ball, of course you can use your Master Ball on it. I don't suggest that. I think if you're okay with using your Master Ball, I would probably just focus on using it against Cresselia. Or Mesprit, whichever you prefer. But that's going to save you a lot less headache. Unless you just get a Pokemon that used block like I did on my main profile. Where I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna... Because I saved the Master Ball and all that stuff. Alright, he's gonna Shadow Force. He vanishes instantly. I am going to go back to bag and I'm going to Max Potion again. Alright, he Shadow Forces. Alright, we live that. That's fine. I'm going to Max Potion again, because we will die again if he attacks us, because we're at 30. He's gonna Aura Sphere. Now, this is like my 4th playthrough, so I've got like 4 Garatinas. But I'm going to go ahead and do another Timer Ball. It's because we got a lot of stuff to get done. I can't sit here forever. Alright, Dragon Claw. Plus, we don't want to run him out of PP, and then he starts struggling. Because he takes damage to himself when he struggles. Okay. That didn't really do anything at all. Basically what Pain Split does is it takes both HPs, yours and theirs, and then it evens it, like cuts it in half, and then both people get half. That's why if you have 1 HP and they have 400, it actually is worse for them because it'll lower theirs and then raise yours. So you'll both be like equal amount distance. Okay, we got Giratina. Gotcha, Giratina was caught. Alright, Kyrie and Rauru leveled up. I'd love to see it. I'm not going to give him a nickname. I'm going to throw him in a box. Cool. This is That Where Life Sparkles. That Where Life Has Faded. A place where 2 worlds overlap. We can leave any door. And like I said, it takes you back to the beginning. And then you can just leave. Now, I'm going to go ahead and... Can I fly from this area? And I want to fly over here. Now, I made the mistake of... Because you need to get to this volcano. I went right. And then down here to this Pokemon Center. And then I went up, and then I went up here. Which is fine. You can do that. But you need to have the survival area unlocked. Or else you're going to end up having to deal with annoyances. So this is going to be for Heatran. So let's go ahead and heal our Pokemon. Yeah, I'll keep it on. It's fine. We're going to waste a few steps, but that doesn't matter. Okay, our Pokemon are healed. Thank you for waiting. We restore your Pokemon to full health. Hope to see you again. We're going to come out this left area. This guy we got the Super Rod from. We're going to skip past him. Now we might have to make some... We might have to fight some trainers. Actually, I think we're guaranteed to have to fight trainers here. Let's climb up this real quick. Okay, bottle of HP. There's an item under this bridge. I don't think we have to go left. There is like an item there. I do want to double battle though if I can. In the embrace of Mother Nature, people and Pokemon grow strong. Right after this, you'll send out your Pokemon to battle me. You are challenged by Pokemon Ranger. Okay, and Psychic, probably. The Zigzagoon and the Slowpoke. Alright, I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. And then I think I'm going to... I'm just going to Surf. Alright, Zigzagoon's dead. Okay, sounds good. Alright, now they got a Skarmory. What else did they got? A Slowbro. Alright, I'm going to Dazzling Gleam again because it hits both. This time I'm probably just going to Ice Beam. Probably like Skarmory or something. Whatever's living. They're okay, they're both gonna live. Brave Bird. Okay, it's gonna probably take itself out here. Yep, it took itself out. Amnesia. Alright, Kyra uses leftovers. That's cool. We are going to... I'm going to Psychic to Slybro. Or Slowbro. And then I'm going to... I'm just going to Sludge Bomb it. It's fine. Okay, they use Surf. Alright, Shadow Ball is probably what we should have been using. I'm gonna Ice... Sludge Bomb did an okay amount. Let's Sludge Bomb again. Yeah. I forgot it was, I know I just said, like, not even 5 minutes ago that we're Psychic, so we're weak to Ghost. And immediately, I did not use a Ghost move on a Psychic type. Right after this, I have to pay out your prize money. 5 grand. It's not enough. Okay. Let's go ahead and Surf. Hyper Potion. I'm dodging trainers where I can. Run. Are you traveling as a form of training? Here, have a refreshing drink. Alright, he gave us a bottle of fresh water. Water is the wellspring of life. Having said that, no one knows where Pokemon life originated. Probably Arceus, right? Let's cut these down and grab this item while we're here. There are more items and everything. If all you had to do is turn left instead of go straight when we did that double battle. And you can do all this other stuff and get all these other items. There's an item over there. Let's grab that real quick. Look at that, we will have to fight this guy. Alright, Dubious Disc. Dubious Disc is how you turn a Porygon 2 into a Porygon Z. If you want to turn a Porygon into a Porygon 2, you just need the upgrade. Alright, we probably could have dodged that guy, but I did not see them. They were camouflaged in the trees. Alright, Deanna, however you say it. Flaffy. Okay. I am going to Psychic, because it's stab. Yep. Flaffy is destroyed. Tropius. I'm going to just probably Psychic again. Alright, we'll take the Air Slash, that's fine. Go ahead and Psychic. Alright, Franklin is level 63. This is berries. We don't need to go there. I hope there's not a person up here. Probably is. Yep. Knew it. Alright, we got a dragon trainer up here hiding. Whenever you can't see where the rock climb leads, there's probably a trainer there. Dragon Tamer Jeffrey sent out Dratini. It's fine. We're gonna just Dazzling Gleam it up. You're using dragon types against someone with a fairy move. Gonna do another fairy move. Alright, he's dead. You really should just turn one into a Dragonite. So close. I didn't see what level they were, but level 55 is Dragonite. Alright, we got a Dawnstone. That's for like if you want to get like a Gallade. Or a Togekiss. Alright, 225, we go right. And we're in survival area. Cool. Now we can fast travel back here when we need to. And we will need to. Talk to this guy. Let me tell you about Stark Mountain. That volcano dates back to when Sinnoh was made by the melting of time and space. Fiery lava spilled out and pooled, which then turned into a Pokemon. It said that the Magma Stone was used to keep the Pokemon under control. According to legend, the Pokemon transferred over time into the heart of the volcano itself. Cool. That's the house we're going to have to come back to in a minute. I wasn't experienced enough for the battle tower. Okay. The universe is made by something born from an egg. A man I met long ago told me that. In a multi-battle, coordination with your partner is vital. By working together, 1 + 1 could become not just 2, but even 3 or 4. But 1 × 1 is always 1. Do you understand that? Alright, we're just going to go ahead and heal. This will replenish the Dazzling Gleams. Now, we're about to go into like the 3rd or 4th escort quest in this game. Alright, we're gonna have to fight a couple more trainers before we get to the mountain itself. Ooh, nice dodge. Down is a item. I should have checked to see if I had enough repels. But I think I bought 20. I'm hoping we're good. Alright, lagging tail. Double battle. Get these both done with real quick. Alright, so it's a flying guy and then it's a dragon tamer. So Dazzling Gleam hits both, and Dazzling Gleam is starting to kill whatever the dragon tamer sends out. Now, if you have two leading members that have Dazzling Gleam, you could probably one turn every double battle in the game almost. Especially if you're like a higher level than them. Alright, I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to Ice Beam the Golbat. Ooh, the Seadra lived. It's crazy. Seadra, or King, yeah, it's a Seadra. Oh, that's why. I was thinking it was a Kingdra. It's not dragon yet. I think it's just water, right? Man, why does this guy have a Seadra on his team, not a Kingdra? Dude, they're just throwing King Rocks at people on in the Elite Four. You could probably go ahead and go pick a couple of those up. Trade your Seadra to somebody like yourself. Alright, I'm going to Dazzling Gleam again. And then I'm just going to go ahead and Ice Beam again. Dragon Pulse, that's fine. Don't mind. Yep. Seadra's dead. We're going to Ice Beam Natu, hopefully Natu dies. Alright, that sucks. Stop being confused, Kyrie. Gyarados isn't a dragon either. That's a water flying type. What is with this dragon tamer not having dragons, dude? Alright. Let's just Psychic. And then I'm still gonna Ice Beam the Xatu. I don't know if I called it Xatu or Natu a second ago. Stop being confused, dude. Oh, you hit yourself again, Kyrie. Kyrie's making this take forever to kill this guy. We still gotta do the entire volcano and Regigigas. And get to Romanus Park. I don't know, I might have to do the Romanus Park thing next episode. I don't want to though. We're probably at the 50-minute mark. Alright, we're just gonna keep Psychic. Yeah, because Kyrie didn't do a fucking thing in that battle. Just kept hurting itself over and over again. Kyrie, our little emo chick. Emo chick Gastrodon. Alright. Was not the way to go. We didn't have to fight those guys, it seems. That one guy kept looking at us, so. Good thing we ended up doing it anyway. Alright, now we gotta go in the water. I'm gonna avoid the water trainers as much as I can. What does this guy do? Hey, konnichiwa! Glad to meet you. Guten Tag, I'm the Meister. In this language parlance, I would be called a craftsman. Something like that. Ni este se pas comprendo? So sniff sniff, I smell you. I smell something about you. There's no question, you are a lover of Pokemon just like me. This is Wonder Bar. So here is what I will do. I will power up your Pokedex so you can read the descriptions of Pokemon in other languages. Only the Pokemon of regions that I, the Meister, have visited. Now, may I see your Pokedex? So I changed the setting here. Full with this here. And done. Huh? The Pokedex has already been updated. Wonder Bar, you got technology ahead of its time. And that's muy bueno. Be sure to read lots of Pokedex entries from other countries. Okay, so I think it's like the scientists, like, they were in the original game. And they did that for you in the original game, but he's like, oh, it's already done. Because they added that already. Alright, now we run in here. Hello. I'm going to become #1 in Sinnoh Super Contest shows. I'm going to win with a Pokemon that you can only find here. Cool. It's a National Dex Pokemon. This is the wrong way. Is it the wrong way? I think it's the wrong way. Let me go up. Yeah. Cool. Is that guy going to turn or no? Sweet. Alright. Let me off of this bike. I don't want to accidentally jump over the ledge. There we go. Crasher Wake and Allison. Oh, if it isn't Dak, it's been a while. You've grown so tough that you're training out here now. Everyone keeps thinking getting tougher and tougher, and I'm doing what that they develop closer bonds with their Pokemon. Cool. For someone born overseas, this tough dude doesn't have an accent or anything. Heck, there's a volcano ahead of us called Stark Mountain. That blowhard Buck guy is on his way there as well. I'm going to find the volcano's treasure before that guy does. If I could do that, a 21 win streak at the Battle Tower would be possible. You serious? You're going to Stark Mountain? Even the wild Pokemon there are very tough. If your Pokemon aren't well trained, they'll have a miserable time. Then again, that kind of challenge is an exciting prospect. But no matter what, you'd better be fully prepared. I've got to get that ready for another tournament. Farewell. Okay, so he's going to do tournament stuff. We're going to go fight him later. Probably next episode. Oh dear, you or your Pokemon feeling tired. You should rest up. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's right. Oh, you're still looking tired. I don't know why she keeps wanting to make you sleep here. She's doing that like horror movie vibes. Yeah, we're going to keep doing that. Bike. Yo, if it isn't Deck, don't tell me you're going to Stark Mountain too. You're pretty wimpy. You're sure you're going to be okay? Why am I asking you that? It's not like I care. Anyways, if we run into each other on Stark Mountain, the race is on to see who gets the Magma Stone first. Okay, spoiler. You get him the Magma Stone. Alright, we gotta go to this way. You gonna look the other way, dude? You gonna look the other way, dude? I saw you looking the other way a second ago. What if I look the other way? You gonna look the other way now? You gonna look the other way, dude? Thank you. This patch of grass has a Weezing in it. It popped up one time for me and I never popped it up again. Alright, here's the mountain. When you come back here, because you have to come back here a second time. The first time is Magma Stone, the second time is the Heatran. But when you come back here, it's a lot easier. This one you have to do the long way. I like how you knocked this down the stairs. I wish it would just like fly forward though. Why are we stuck? Give me this item. Now I'm not gonna get all the items in this place, so I don't care. Alright, same puzzle that's in every Pokemon game that uses strength. Max Repel. So we also have I would suggest 2 escape ropes for this place. One for your first adventure into it, and one for your second. Burn Hill. I don't know why Barry is here either. Or Allison in our game. Because he doesn't do anything. He doesn't even talk about the volcano. He just talks about like Battle Tower. It's really out of place. Darn it, what was all that about? Oh hey Deck, that buck guy wiped the floor with us. Oh man, there are always tough trainers everywhere. But you know what? Losing means I have room to become even tougher. That's why there's the battle tower and the battle zone. And then talk to him again. Darn it, I'm so choked up. But you know what? Losing means, yeah, battle tower. That's all he talks about. It's annoying. He's here like every time you walk in here too. Or he's been here like 2 times I've walked in here. Hey Deck, right? Your buddy challenged me to a battle earlier. Yeah, I own the little dude. Made sure he was taught a lesson. But I don't know if I could beat him again next time. Seriously, you're bound to run into steel trainers wherever you go. Anyway, I found out this place, but the Pokemon here are tough. What do you say to team up together? Alright, we decided to go with Buck. Your second time in, you could just like climb up these little mountains right here to get to the end. But we have to go the long way this time. Do 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 do. Okay, we're gonna go left. Fight these 2 trainers. Being a Pokemon makes me happy, and when I win, I feel happier still. Now, I went right the first time in here, and I had to fight every single double battle in this place. But if you don't do that, you don't have to. Larvitar and Drapion. Alright. I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam. Card says a lot of damage. Earth Power. Can you at least kill it? Yeah, okay, cool. Also, I think if his Claydol dies, he doesn't have another Pokemon. Because I've taken his Claydol out before with Surf. And he didn't summon anything else in. Alright, I'm going to Dazzling Gleam again. Hopefully if he just finishes up. Macario took like no damage from that. Oh, cool. Love to see it. Quick battle. We just gotta take out the Drapion with our next move. Alright, I'm going to, I guess I'm just gonna Dazzling Gleam again. Doesn't matter, we're not fighting Heatran in this visit. But we should be fighting him in like 10 minutes. It'll be a little bit longer episode, but not as long. Oh, we didn't have to go this way. That sucks. Gotta overheat though. Okay. Now you cannot rock climb while you're with this kid. Oops. There's probably... Oh, there we go. There's an item down here. We might as well grab it. Never mind. Hey, we might have went the wrong way. I'm not gonna fight those trainers just for an item. Run back up. I guess we do go left then, or right, I mean. Probably don't have to fight those guys. Actually, we can't do anything there. We do have to fight those two. Can't rock climb because we're with him. Fight these two. Bird trainer and karate guy. So fighting Dazzling Gleam works good on fighting people as well. They have a full team of 6, which sucks. Can't believe our rival lost to a clay doll. Alright, Tyrogue's dead. Hopefully this guy can take out the Dodrio. I don't know if he's going to though. Oh yeah, he does heal us after every battle, so that's good. Perfect. Love that we have like both takeouts, and then we can do clean again. Honchkrow. Isn't he dark flying? Marowak. Murkrow has an unbelievably low catch rate for no reason. Honchkrow's dead. Hopefully Claydol can take out the Marowak. No, goddamn you. He probably attacked the Honchkrow. I think for some reason, the double battle people always attack diagonally. I don't know why. I'm going to Dazzling Gleam again. Cool. Ancient Power should take out the Pharaoh as long as he didn't switch up moves. Assurance. Okay. Glad he attacked us. God damn it, dude. This guy's supposed to be the best Pokemon trainer there is, apparently. At least in Sinnoh. Cool. I take him out, don't worry. We still got one more Pokemon, though, that we can both just double team, I guess. Alright, Nibbler and Franklin leveled up. Nice. I don't know how Garchomp got so below. Up here. Sometimes you have to walk back and forth for it to allow you to do it. Alright, go left. We don't have to fight these two right now, but I'm going to. Because that's the rock wall you climb up when you come back here by yourself. And if you don't fight them now, you'll have to do it alone. Which might actually be better for you. But we're going to go ahead and take it out now. Alright, Dunsparce and Loudred. Nice. Okay, I'm going to Dazzling Gleam again, of course. Cosmic Power. You're not helping anyone right now. Okay, Double Edge is fine. Alright, I'm about to take out Loudred. I'm hoping this guy takes out the Dunsparce. All he has to do is hit it with something. Alright, Meowski's a 67. Wait. Alright, I'm gonna still Dazzling Gleam. X-Scissor. Should he take anything out with this? Oh yeah. Love to see it. Alright, Assurant. And there's the Marowak. So we're going to Dazzling Gleam, probably take out the Rampardos. Yeah, so if he doesn't take out Marowak this turn, we'll end up taking it out next turn. Grayson 66, great. He's now the same level as Cynthia's Garchomp. Or was. Now, since we have the National Dex and we have Legendaries, Cynthia's Garchomp is actually more. It's crazy because if I go into Underground, there's actually no items. There's no recognized spots in Underground. I've never walked into one in this place, in this save file. It's crazy. But it's okay because realistically, you probably don't want to do a lot of Underground stuff unless you're going to use someone on your team until you go to Ramanas Park. Let's fight these guys. Dragon Tamer and Fighter. If this Dragon Tamer actually has Dragon types, this is going to be an easy match. Black Belt Jarrett. And Dragon Tamer Drake. Okay. They're probably at like the 110 mark now. I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. Rababa's dead. I really want to go ahead and finish getting all of the legendaries in this one episode. Even if it's going to be like maybe an hour and 40-minute long episode. Why don't they have Kingdra? This is National Dex area. You have to have the National Dex to get here. And Kingdra's in the National Dex. Is it because they think it's too strong for a double battle? Or a single battle? Alright, there's a Dragonair. Oh, that's it. Alright, Dazzling Gleam. This guy's probably like, I don't want to fuck with this guy with the Mew. I hope he doesn't go to the battle tower. Alright, at least we get money for this. Probably should have gave the Amulet coin to Mew. Nope, we had to go that way. It's always these rocks that you have to push for no reason. It's so weird looking back at the recording software because my monitors have, like this monitor I'm playing on is auto HDR and there's no HDR on that, and sometimes that messes up. There we go, there's the exit. My instincts tell me that the volcano treasure is just ahead of us. You might be the toughest out there besides me. See you around. Alright, we're gonna go in there. Hey, check this out, Deck. This is the Magma Stone, the treasure of Stark Mountain. Since I found it, that makes me the greatest trainer out of everyone. Thanks, you all helped it happen. Oof. Whoa, wow, hee hee. That was wicked. The volcano's in shock from that. It might be so shocked it'll erupt. No, that can't happen. See ya, Deck. Say hi to that zippity trainer, buddy. Okay, so this guy's like, he doesn't care that he might kill everybody. You can't escape rope from that room, but you can escape rope from this room. Also, if you have teleport, that's probably a lot better, or a lot faster at least. Yeah, more than I thought. We might have picked one up somewhere. I thought we had 6. Alright. I'm going to fast travel back to survival area now. Unfortunately, you can't fly to the volcano. We have to manually walk there again. Go to this house. Talk to Flint. Gotcha, Gramps. I'll put the Magma Stone back. That Magma Stone was keeping this Pokemon the volcano under control. It's alright though. I can put it back myself. And even though he needs your help the first time, he's gonna go do it by himself. You say the Magma Stone was found? Does that mean the legend was true? If so, the Pokemon of the volcano may awaken and cause an eruption. Yeah, so his grandpa scolded him. So now we gotta go back to the volcano. Ooh, we dodged that trainer again. Go climb this way. Jump up here. Go up. Damn it. Why I hate this. Get off the bike. That's why I do this here. Because if we just hit down on the directional button, it throws you all off. We don't need to go in there. It's fine. This guy should not be here now. Gotta wait for this trainer again. We probably kill him easily. I just don't want to. Alright, he's gonna turn around pretty quick, right? Come on, man, do it. Cool. Freaking wheezing that doesn't ever pop up in this grass. So now we take the shortcut. Unfortunately, we still have to move all these blocks out of the way again. But we don't have to go left now because we got the item already. We go this, here. We don't have to go right. Or down. Alright, break this rock. Alright, we're back in a volcano. I don't know where Flint is in this volcano. I haven't seen him again. Now we just gotta go down here, turn right, and rock climb. We could probably take the same path we did before, but it's unnecessary. Okay, we got an Ultra Ball. Could come in handy. Rock climb again. Rock climb again. Rock climb again. Then go back to these two trainers that I said we didn't have to fight before. Since we don't have to fight them now, we can go up. And then we're back in the room. And we got Heat Ran. Okay. So I'm going to save the game. Now it's time to fight. Guagobo, Guabobobobo. Music's great. Look at this dude. I think the first time I ever played Diamond and Pearl, I ran into this guy and I didn't know he was a legendary. Or I've never heard of him. We're going to quick ball. Oh, that was so close. That would have been awesome. Alright. I don't know what's going to be more effective on him. I'm just going to Psychic for now. That is nothing. Stone Edge. I'm going to see a Shadow Ball then. We do have False Swipe. I forgot we put that on Mew. It also does nothing. Let's just Shadow Ball again. Yeah, Earth Power. Alright, I'm gonna heal Mew now. So this is what, turn 4 probably? That water kinda sucks. Alright, we're gonna full restore Mew. He's gonna Stone Edge again. Alright, so like turn 5, Shadow Ball. Okay, it's yellow. Heat Wave. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball. Turn 6. Probably turn 6. I don't actually know. Alright, he broke out. Does this kill? It does not. So I'm going to go ahead and full restore again. Ultra Ball. Nope. I'll throw 2 more Ultra Balls and then I'll switch over to Timer Balls. Damn it. Stone Edge. Okay, I'll switch over to Timer. It's got some red on the Timer Balls anyway, so it probably looks better. Alright, I'm just going to throw the Timer Ball. Damn it. I'm not too worried about him taking out Mew. Alright. He didn't take it out, so we will heal. Because Mew deserves it. He toughed it out, so we're going to reward him for it. We avoided the... Cool, and we got rewarded back. Timer Ball. Damn it. Nope. Throwing our timer ball. Nope. That's what sucks about this. I'm going to go ahead and full restore again. Timer balls really fucking suck, it seems. But they have the highest percentage. I think on my other account, I just like, I got the quick ball. But you could do other things. You could paralyze this guy, or you could put him to sleep. But I'm not gonna bring like a Breloom with me to like kind of set that stuff up. I'd rather just do this. It'll stay eventually. I'm not gonna go hunt in the underground for like 13 hours to get a good Pokemon to do this with. And then train it up and learn all the moves and everything. When we could just catch it like that. Alright, Heatran was caught. Alright, there's only one more overworld legendary, Regigigas. However, we can't do Regigigas yet. We have to fly over to Professor Rowan's house. Go. So we got that. I don't know where Buck is. We're going to go ahead and do our escape rope. This will get us out of the volcano. Check the map. Sand Gym Town. Probably been about an hour and 25 minutes, so we're almost done with the episode. I am going to heal though. Now we don't need to talk to Professor Rowan. We just need to be in this town. Do. Alright, now that we got all that done, we can come down here. Route 219. And we can surf. We do have to do a double battle. I can't swim without my floaty, but my Pokemon sure can. I love my inner tube, so I admire jellyfish Pokemon. Okay. So they probably got like a Tentacruel. They're little kids, but this is like post-game area. Here's not that much post-game. You probably could do this earlier. Well, I think you need National Dex. I don't know how far you can get without it. I wonder if they're just blocking the entrance. Oh yeah, they're level 29. He doesn't want to dig. Dazzling Gleam's gonna one-shot him. Yep. I guess he's gonna go underground in case we do miss something. Or we don't kill with the next Dazzling Gleam. Alright, dazzling him again. You don't ever have to do this again if you come here the first time, because we just fly here for the rest of the time. The Ramanas Park also replaced the PAL Park. The way that you can transfer Pokemon over from like the Hoenn region. Now it's just where you get all the legendary Pokemon. Up 221. I guess we'll grab this. It's a protein. Raises attack. Don't need to fight the fisherman. Okay, there's a bunch of Farfetch apparently here. Yep, Farfetch on 221. Damn it, did she turn or was she always looking that way? I thought she was looking right. Ace Trainer Shannon. Dang. Alright, I'm going to... It doesn't matter. I'm just going to dazzle him. It'll be close. So the games are separated as far as what legendaries you can get. So you have to get Regirock, Regice, and Registeel right off the bat. Once you do those, you'll unlock in Brilliant Diamond, you'll unlock Raikou, Suicune, and Entei. And then in Shiny Pearl, you'll unlock the ability to get Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno. Other than that, you can then get any legendaries you want in order, in any order. However, the ones that you should get is there's Latios, there's Mewtwo. Let's fight this guy. We're here though. It's basically every legendary from Gens 1 through 3. There's no Gen 4 legendaries in here, but there is Origin Form Giratina. Which isn't, you can't catch Origin Form Giratina. However, Origin Form Giratina is, you battle it, and when you defeat it, you get the Grease's Orb. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Psychic. But you catch all these Pokemon, it takes forever because you have to get Mystery Shards, either 3 small Mystery Shards or 1 large Mystery Shard from digging in the underground. And then you have to do that to, and then catch all the legendaries. But it's not required, it's just you can do that afterwards. The only thing you are required to get is Regirock, Regice, and Registeel to be able to unlock Regigigas in BDSP. In the overworld of BDSP. So Regigigas himself isn't in Ramanas Park, but everything else is. Ramanas Park, a place for new beginnings. There's Professor Oak. Ah, Dak, this is it. This is Ramanas Park. This place has a special connection with regions around the world, such as Kanto and Hoenn. It's also connected to the Grand Underground. Exploring down there might reveal new treasures. New discoveries lead to interesting encounters, remember that. It's good to see you. You've come to join us for a visit. Let me make a gift of this chain counter for your Pokédex. Okay. I think this is... You have to get here for the mystery shards to start popping up. The chain counter app tracks Pokéradar performance. I plan to be in Turner City for some time. Being here, I should make the best of my time studying the Pokemon of the Sinnoh region. Okay, so you go over here, and this is where you exchange it. So 3 smalls or 1 large for Discovery Slate. And you can see it's Ruby Sapphire as like the actual like cartridge. So you can get the Regis. So you have to do that. Alright, and she's not talking anything. Okay. Do we need anything? 48, 48, 35, no. Once you do that, you can come in here when you get a discovery slate, and you'll have these caves all around the map. You'll walk into the caves, and you'll have this like little cutscene. So you can tell the dots on the tombstones. These are the Reggies. When you put in a slate, you can save before you put it into this little GBA cartridge slot. And then it randomizes what it is. It can be shiny hunted, but you'll be at the 1 out of like 4,028 or whatever it is. But so if you want Regice and you don't care about the other two, you can save now and then put the slate in. And if it teleports you to a like meadow. And if it's not Regice, you just reset until Regice is the one that pops up. So, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do like a little montage of catching all the legendaries. And then when we get back, we will be doing Regigigas and Origin Form Giratina. Alright, so after you get all the Reggies, you'll have, this room is full. You'll have like a little cutscene. And this little GBA cartridge will always be here. So you can see all the Regirock, Registeel, Regice. And then you can leave this place. Once you come out here, when you leave this room, this guy will turn and give you a statue of whatever legendary you just collected. If you do multiple at a time, he might only say one name, but he'll give you all the statues. Alright, so once you get that, we're going to go ahead and fly to Snowpoint City. Now you need all 3 Reggies in your party. Okay. So you come up here. Now, all disclosure, this Meowskis, this Frankie, and this Cyan is from my main team, not the team from the Let's Play. And then I have the Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. You don't need to switch out teams or anything. That is just what I have. I wish I didn't do the Arceus event yet, so I could have showed that off. Alright, we're gonna heal because I didn't do this before. Also, if you were wondering, if you go to your items on your main account, if you didn't do it yet, that's what the Azure Flute looks like. Okay, so we come over here. Only the chosen may enter the Snowpoint Temple. I'm sorry, but you will have to leave. It's okay, you can let that person in. Cynthia sent word to me. You're working on a Pokédex, aren't you? There should be many rare Pokemon in the temple. Enjoy your exploring. Cool. So now we're allowed in the temple. And we got the little, the dude here. I am going to Super Repel. And then we're going to go in here. And this is, like, ice puzzles. Calcium. Run all the way through. But if you use Rock Smash, that is fine. I'm okay with that. Here. Is there anything here? No. He's gotta make it to the bottom. This is easy, it just takes a minute. Also, if you don't mess it up like I did, it's easier. What is it? Oh, full restore. Oh. Duh. Okay. Oh, there's an item there. Must grab item. Alright. Come on, strength. Alright, Bibero. Just need you to move it over here. So we can block that area. Never melt ice. I always give that to Lapras. That super potion, no, repel did last a while. I don't know how many floors there are. I think we already did the main. Okay, here we go. Regigigas. Shit. Alright, this is gonna take a second. We just go the other way. A lot of back and forth. Alright. I didn't look up any of the, like, way to do this. But this is really annoying. Okay, when we're here, it wouldn't be so bad if you could actually see where you're supposed to be going. There we go. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna save. Cool. And now we're going to... It's a statue of a Pokemon that seems to exude power. You read the engraved writing. A body of rock, a body of ice, a body of steel. When gather the 3 Pokemon, the king shall appear. Zut zut. So, it actually just won't let you encounter him unless if you have all 3 in your party. What we do? Okay, so the way that Regigigas is he's super powered, and he will just destroy your entire team. However, he can't do anything for 5 turns. So for 5 turns, you're free to do whatever. I'm always going to do a quick ball. Oh, that would have been nice. Okay, so he didn't stay in the quick ball. Yep. So he's really underpowered right now. Once he gets his 5 turns, though, I guess I'm going to Psychic. How much damage does this do? Oh, a lot. Alright, Heavy Slam. That's fine. I'm going to start throwing Ultra Balls. He's white, black, and yellow. So I kind of like the Ultra Ball style. Now this is probably someone you want to use like a Pokemon that can set up like hypnosis and all that stuff, because it's going to help you if you like can paralyze them or put them to sleep. Because once he starts getting strong, there might be a little bit of issue. However, you have the Reggies in your party, so you at least have high-level Pokemon that can like survive a little bit. Alright, the 5 turns looks like they're up. Crit? Oh, damn it. Crit captures are not guaranteed, but that would have been amazing if we got a crit capture right there. Alright, I think this is 3 after his 5, right? Alright, I'm gonna do it again. I don't care about lowering him even more. You can like false swipe and get him lowered even more if you wanted to. I'm not too worried about it though. Okay. I am going to full restore though. Perfect. Alto, what, 2 more? 2 more Ultra Balls, I think. And then I'll start throwing timer balls. Zen Headbutt. Last Ultra Ball I'll throw. Alright, I'll switch over to timer now. Damn it. Heavy Slam. Also, when you buy those slates in Ramanas Park, do not buy too many. Or else they'll just be like wasted space in your bag and you can't get rid of them. You can't use them after you caught the Pokemon. So if you accidentally buy 4 Johtoanian slates or Cantonian slates when you only need 3, you just wasted a mystery shard and you just have an extra Johtoanian slate in your bag that you'll never be able to do anything with. So just keep that in mind when you do Ramanas Park stuff. Alright, Regigigas. Damn it. Heavy Slam. I kind of hope he paralyzes with the Heavy Slam. That would be ideal. Or having actually caught it would be even more ideal. But if he gets a paralyze on Mew by Heavy Slamming, he gets a paralyze on himself. Damn it, 3 again. It keeps getting to 3. Alright, we avoid the Zen Headbutt. Alright, got to 2 that time. Damn it. Alright, timer ball again. Only we can get that crit capture to actually stay. if we can get another crit capture. We dodge the hammer arm. Where if Meowski's go down, he's gonna like paralyze the Pokemon right after Mew. And I know that's gonna be what happens. Unless we catch it now. Yeah, we got him. Cool. So we got Regigigas. Only one more thing to do. Other than like rematch gym leaders or whatever. Only one more legendary to collect. Regigigas data will be added to the Pokedex. Do you want to give it a nickname? No. I will send him to the box. Sweet. Thank you. Get out of here. I don't know if you can use the escape rope here. I don't think it really matters though. Damn it. Why are we so good at this puzzle? Now that we just get it every time. Puzzle getting out of this place. No, let's just walk around. I don't want to watch the animation. Yeah, we'll do another repel. We don't really need it. I just don't want wild Pokemon popping up before we leave. It's so weird when you go on ice diagonally, because it auto sets you. Is this just ice? Cool. The temple is said to have been built in ancient times. It plays homage to the Pokemon of rock, ice, and steel that shape the land. So it is Toad. Yep. We can look at our Regigigas. Normal Regigigas deck. Pretty bold Snow Point Temple. Minus attack, higher defense. Probably not the greatest. Hammer arm, heavy slam, Zen headbutt, and wide guard. No ribbons. Okay. What levels were the other Regis? 70. Cool. I'll keep them in the party. They could be hit fodder. We gotta go to Romanus Park. Very last thing. Hell yeah. Alright. Origin form, Giratina. So when you come in here, talk to this person on the left. I will trade you. Go hit up to get all the way here. Distortion Slate is what we want. Is that okay? Yes. Give me the Distortion Slate. Cool. So we got the Distortion Slate. You won't get a statue for Giratina after defeating this. However, there is a statue of Giratina in the game that nobody has. So you go up here. This is not an entrance until you get to Distortion Slate. Right now, this is like, it's nothing, right? And by statue, I meant like statue in base. But you see, this is just an entrance that wasn't here before. We walk in, and this is the Distortion Room. It was just so cool. They would have just added Giratina to the regular Distortion realm in this game. Alright, I'm going to save. You don't have to, it doesn't matter. We're probably going to like one-shot this dude. There is an enigmatic pedestal. You may be able to use a slate on it. Would you like to use a Distortion Slate? I would. Distortion Slate fits perfectly. It's like a little DS cartridge too. That kind of looks like platinum. Pedestal started shining. Let's go. It's Shadow Giratina. Repel wore off. No. I tried to talk to him and it's like, repel. Guagagovu. Okay. Giratina appeared. Meowski's, I know you can do it. Meowski's relax. This okay. See, if you go with Pokeball and you try to use like something like a Quick Ball, you can't throw a Pokeball. It'll just tell you that. It's level 100. We should have healed. Holy shit. I don't think it matters. I'm going to go ahead and Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. Use Dragon Claw. We fucked up by not healing before we walk in here. You might want to heal before you walk in here. We are going to use the next Pokemon. I am going to go ahead and use Registeel. Alright. I am going to max revive my Meowskis. Use Earth Power. That's fine. Does this have anything that can really Heavy Slam, I guess? What's that? Whatever. We're gonna just die because we need to summon you again. This is what these guys are for. That's why I still have them in my party. Alright. I'm gonna use Meowskis. And we're gonna go ahead and another Dazzling Gleam. Earth Power. There's nothing. Dazzling Gleam again. Super effective. Earth Power. Does nothing. And I think we're going to go ahead and use Dazzling Gleam again to get rid of the Shadow Giratina. Cool. It's super effective. That's it. I knew you could do it. Giratina fainted. We defeated Origin Form. Yeah, everyone leveled up. Or 2 people did. Oh yeah, and that Torterra is named Frankie because it's upside down. Is just named Frankie because it was a female as a starter. My first time. We're upside down. Okay. So, it's actually weird to walk in here. But, all you have to do is turn your controller upside down, and it makes it a lot easier. There's an item on the ground. That's a Grease's Orb. Nice. So that is how you get that. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that subscribe button a lot. Thank you so much for watching this series. Hit that like button. We've caught all the legendaries, and we will be moving on to Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I'm excited for. Yeah. Alright. I will see you all next time, and don't forget to game like a god. Peace.